The Alien and Sedition Acts were four bills that were passed by the Federalists in the Fifth United States Congress and signed into law by President John Adams in 1798 in the aftermath of the French Revolution. The constant immigration to the United States of America overwhelmed the people, and the government decided to take action to control the masses. The acts were passed by the Federalist Congress in 1798 and signed into law by President Adams. These laws included new powers to deport foreigners, as well as making it harder for new immigrants to vote. Previously, a new immigrant would have to reside in the United States for 5 years before becoming eligible to vote, but a new law raised this to 14 years. While Federalists saw the foreigners as a threat to American security, the non-English ethnic groups were the core supporters of Democratic Republicans in 1796. Continuously, the most controversial of the new laws permitting strong government control over individual actions was the Sedition Act. This act prohibited public opposition to the government. Anyone who wrote, printed, or uttered false, scandalous, or malicious writing against the government would be fined or imprisoned. This went against the Bill of Rights, specifically the First Amendment. The people's rights of freedom of speech and press seemed to be stripped away. The most remembered victim of the law was Representative Matthew Leon of Vermont. He wrote a letter that criticized President Adams' unbound thirst for ridiculous pomp and self-avarice, and this caused Leon to be imprisoned. The Sedition Act clearly violated individual protections under the First Amendment of the Constitution. The bold challenge to the federal government offered by this strong states' rights position seemed to lead directly toward armed conflict with the United States. Numerous changes had occurred due to President John Adams' support of these laws. Since Federalist governments now viewed the persistence of their party as the equivalent to the survival of the Republic, it led them to enact and enforce these harsh laws. Moreover, Madison, who was once the chief architect of a strong central government in the Constitution, was now weary of national authority and what it had become. To further elaborate the point of the Sedition Acts, signed into law by John Adams in 1798, one can compare it to the era of McCarthyism in the 1960s. In both times, the United States people were afraid to speak out against their governing authorities.